Welcome to Ford High School Weekly. I'm your man, Deon Amade, and today with us is one of the best athletes in Oklahoma. That's right, I said one of the best. My man, Anthony Pritchard. Anthony, how's it going, Doc?
Pretty good. How's yourself?
Well, not too bad, not too bad. So how's everything going in the world of Anthony?
Everything's pretty good. Just really been focused on the season, trying to stay safe. So we continue to have the season pretty much and just kept grinding and focus on the games.
I can understand that. I can understand that. Well, what we like to do here at Ford High School Weekly is we like to get to know the player off the court as well as on the court. So I'm going to throw a couple of questions your way and answer them to the best of your ability. Most of them is going to be situational, and as far as, you know, what do you like more and what do you like best, or what's your favorite this or favorite that. You cool with that?
Sure.
All right. So movies. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Love and Basketball.
That's a typical one. Tell me why.
I just feel like that really connects to me. And overall it's just a good movie. I can watch that like multiple times, any day, anytime.
What do you say to the people that say it's a chick flick? That's not like a movie that most guys should like.
They're wrong, because most like that movie. A lot of guys like that movie.
A lot of athletes too. I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at it. All right. I know that you're pretty big into music. Tell me who your favorite artist is right now.
Meek Mill. That's my
Meek
favorite
Mill?
artist.
Really? That's not what I was expecting you to say. He's kind of more of in my generation than yours. Why do you gravitate towards Meek?
Just a lot about what he talks about. Like, it really relates to me. Stuff like that. Like, he talks about the real stuff, not the fake.
I feel you. All right. Favorite color?
Black.
Dark one. Why black?
I just feel like you can never go wrong with black. So I always like black. Like, if I couldn't find anything to wear, I knew if I threw on some black something, it'd go right. All
right, that's true. That's true. I do admit black does match everything. All right, favorite. You're gonna have to think about this one a little bit. Take your time. Favorite childhood memory.
Ooh, favorite childhood. I would probably say getting my first mini hoop, getting my first hoop. You know, the hoop that you can lift up and change the levels.
The Fisher Price.
That's probably my favorite childhood memory.
I can dig it. That's on brand. So last one, favorite car. Now, which car are you looking forward to buying, your dream car, when you grow up and you got a lot of money in the bank?
A Dodge Challenger.
Really?
It's
and you gonna do anything special to it when you get it?
Yes, sir.
Throw some rims on there, different paint job. What you thinking?
No, all black. But I'm gonna definitely throw some rims on.
How did Anthony Pritchard get started in basketball? How did he develop his game? We'll have answers for those questions when Ford High School Weekly continues on YurView. Here are the top 5 teams in 6A girls basketball according to OSSAA.com. Number 1 is Norman. Number 2, Union. Edmond North is at the number 3 spot. Choctaw is at number 4. And Moore holds down the 5 spot for the 6A girls. For the girls 5A rankings, we have at number 1, Sepulpa. Number 2 is Carl Albert. Number 3, Tahlequah. Coming in at number 4 is Piedmont. And occupying that number 5 spot is Lawton MacArthur. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We're talking to Webster basketball's favorite son and Tennessee Tech commit, Anthony Pritchard. Mr. Pritchard, a lot of people have been telling me about you and mentioning how good you are on the court as far as perimeter game. What do you think is your best attribute as far as playing the game of basketball?
I would really say just the way that I facilitate and like control the floor, like just being the general. That's probably the best ability.
So as far as facilitating, communicating, being the floor general, the leader on the floor, where does that come from? How did you develop that?
Just always being like the short person or guard on the team. I knew that I would be on the floor if I could get everybody involved, play defense, pass the ball, do my job.
Being the floor general and the leader on the floor, where did that come from? How did that develop?
I just knew being on the to be on the floor, I had to do what I do. And being the smallest guard, I just knew facilitating and playing defense what I had to do to be able to stay on the floor.
I mean, being the smallest guard isn't something that I see from you nowadays. I'm guessing that was how you started out early in your basketball career, but now being 6'2", and I've seen you, get up on that rim and dunk the ball. You're more of an athletic guard now. So how was learning the game of basketball being one of the little guys on the court?
It was pretty hard. It was I had to figure out a way to learn and do things that I couldn't do, like going left, handling the ball pretty good. So me hitting that growth spurt to become 6'2", I already had that in my game. I just had to add the athleticism, and it turned out pretty well.
Sounds like the story of Jason Kidd learning how to play basketball on the courts of Oakland and being the little guy, so he had to learn how to pass.
Sure.
So let's take it back a little bit. I mean, let's go from the very beginning. So why did you start playing basketball?
I actually, in my neighborhood, it was one of my friends' mom was the basketball coach. She just asked me to come play, and I went to go try out for the team, and I made it. And then from there, I just started playing basketball.
Were you always, one of the best players on the floor, or was it something that you really had to learn and grow and develop your game?
So like I played in like this league before I played AAU. I was the best player in that league, but when I got to the AAU stage, I wasn't the best player anymore. So I had to like really like change how I play and just continue to work.
So when you first started playing the game of basketball, what was your favorite thing to do? Were you again, like you said, a facilitator, a passer, or were you more apt to get on the outside and shoot from long distance?
My favorite thing was to shoot. I was like one of the best shooters as a kid, so I would like to shoot. And mainly, I just love to be on the floor.
So speaking of being a little kid, was basketball the only sport that you played?
Oh no, sir. I played football, soccer, baseball. That's pretty much it. And then basketball.
So what made you lean towards basketball towards the end?
I just fell in love with the game more than I fell in love with the other sports. So I just felt like I had something special with this, so I just stuck with it.
Was there any thing that motivates you to play the game, as far as that made you love or gravitationally pull you in that direction?
Yes, just knowing that I finally like found something I can like actually be great at, and just trying to help my moms. That's the main reason that I feel like I play basketball. It's really an escape from all the stuff that I've been through.
Life has handed Anthony some challenges, but he's facing them head on as he keeps his eyes on his future and his feet on the ground. Well, except when he's throwing it down. Ford High School Weekly will be right back. Here are the top 5 boys teams in 6A. Coming in at number 1 is Edmond North. Edmond Memorial comes in at the number 2 spot. Putnam City West is at number 3, and Putnam City North is at number 4. And rounding it off, Norman North at the number 5 spot. And here are the top 5 boys teams for 5A. Carl Albert comes in at number 1. Tulsa Memorial comes in at the number 2 spot, followed by Lawton MacArthur at number 3. Shawnee comes in at 4, and last but not least, Bishop Kelly is at the number 5 spot. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. Tulsa's Webster Warriors are ranked 3rd in 4A, thanks in part to senior guard Anthony Pritchard, who's going to Tennessee Tech next year. So let's talk about that a little bit, if you don't mind. You say that you play for your mom, and you've had some challenges in your past. I mean, could you talk to us about that a little bit?
Yes, sir. Growing up, it was just a challenge, living in a rough neighborhood, not having what everybody else has. Stuff like that, struggling just to pay bills and stuff like that. Just continue to push me, and just I knew basketball would keep me away, keep my mind off of that type of stuff. So I just stuck with it.
So the court was your place of solitude, where you could get away from adversity and be yourself at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So how is your relationship with you and your mom?
Oh, it's a strong relationship. I probably I see her about like 2 times a week, 3 times a week. I go to her house.
Has basketball helped y'all grow closer together, or is it one of the things that you just take pride in yourself?
It's probably about 50-50. It made our relationship a lot better, because like the stress off of her had to worrying about where I am and stuff like that. She knew that I was at the gym or somewhere safe. So that took a lot of stress off of her. And then the other half is just me taking pride into the sport and just continuing to play it.
So I read when you got together with your coaches and stuff like that, that there was some, you mentioned that you visit your mom every other day or so. So who do you live with currently?
I actually stay with one of my high school teammates, with him and his family.
Okay, that's so who's who is it, your best friend or your coaches or something like that?
Oh no, he's like basically my best friend. We're really close. We work out together, do a lot of stuff together.
So how did that living arrangement come about?
It was actually one day I needed somewhere to stay. It was like a night I needed somewhere to stay, and I asked one of my teammates, because they asked their mom, could I stay, and she said it was fine. And then one of the people I work out with, I told him where I was staying, and he just asked her, could I just continue to stay with him for the rest of the school year until I go off to college. And then ever since, I've been staying with them.
That's what's up, man. So people sometimes in this world, you find people that are more generous than they seem to be. So that was a nice gesture by him. Anthony keeps a close eye on the NBA's best as he strives to get better. And he's made his college choice on the strength of relationships and a sense of adventure. Stay with us for more on Ford High School Weekly. Welcome back to Ford High School Weekly. We're talking to Tennessee Tech commit and Webster Warriors superstar, Anthony Pritchard. All right, so I see you rock the jersey number 30. So tell me the story behind that. Is more of a player that inspires you to wear that, or is it just a personal preference? What's the story behind the number 30?
So a lot of people used to, like when I was younger, like middle school, a lot of people used to call me Baby Curry. So I just got number 30 and just stuck with it.
Yeah, I figured once I saw those highlights of you playing when you were when you were younger, shooting those threes and rocking the number 30. They pretty similar. Not gonna lie. Is that the player that you model your game after the most?
No, sir. The player I watch a lot is actually Damian Lillard.
I was gonna say, bro. I was gonna tell you, you instead of Curry, like the way you attack the basket and the way you like get inside the paint, you remind me a lot of Damian Lillard instead of Steph Curry. So, especially the way you go up, because Curry's more finesse the way he goes up, and Dame goes up with passion and aggression, and that's the way I see you go to the hoe.
Yes,
So is that how for how long have you been modeling your game after him and the things that he can do?
Probably about my sophomore year, I started watching like a lot of film on Damian Lillard and just really studying how he comes off ball screens and how this way that he plays low and just the switch of direction and just everything he does. I just really focus on the detail.
When did you start mimicking your game after Damian Lillard?
Around my sophomore year, I really just started watching a lot of film on Damian Lillard and just the way that he attacks the rim, the way that he switches directions, how low he plays, how he plays off ball screens. Because at the next level, you got to be able to play off ball screens really good. So I really just focus on that detail.
So we all know that Damian Lillard isn't just Damian Lillard; he's also Dame Dollar. So so is that the person that you also mimic your music career off as well?
Oh no, so I just really just do the music part for fun. Really, just go with the flow. If I'm freestyling and I come up with something, I write it down and I just keep it.
I mean, if you want to drop your Twitter handle or wherever you put the music at, you can drop it right here. Might as well get the plug in while you're at it.
Uh, uh,
Is there any way we can any way we can find your music?
oh, it's on YouTube.
Where what's the YouTube?
AP Band, and it's called My Time.
All right, everybody's gonna be checking that out. Let's see if you can play and rap like Dame Dollar. But so now going into your senior year, you recently signed with Tennessee Tech. How did that feeling feel like to have a commitment and then be signed and be going to go play Division I basketball?
Oh, it felt great. Just because a lot of people don't get the chance to be able to play Division I basketball. So just knowing I'm one of the people that get to have that chance and just it's a dream. It's one of my dreams that I accomplished, and I got plenty more to accomplish. But that's a big one. That's a big step. So I was very.
So what made you want to be a Golden Eagle at the end of the day?
The relationship that I built with the coaches, it was great. Like they really showed a lot of interest, how much they want me and stuff like that. And then they really wasn't like talking about basketball all the time. When they hit me up, they'd check on me, see how I was doing, stuff like that. And just the staff, not just the coaches, like the staff, like everybody was just showing like a lot of interest. So mainly the relationships that we built and just.
So have you ever been to Tennessee before?
No, sir. I never been to Tennessee.
So are you a little concerned about the being out there so far from home and being in a different environment like that?
Oh no, not at all. I've been wanting to move out from home, like from Oklahoma, for a long time. So and just really like traveling a lot, like with AAU and stuff, like being in different states. I feel like it really would be a easy fit.
So with your senior year, how do you want to, end your high school career? What do you kind of have set for your team and goals as far as, finishing on top?
Definitely get the go ball. Last year they cut the season short. We had a pretty good chance to win it last year, but this year is even a better chance. I feel like we got the better team. Everybody's all in and just know that we can win it. So I feel like the chance to win the go ball is very high.
Speaking of them cutting the season short, how has everything been playing through a pandemic and fighting adversity that most high schoolers have never been able to experience?
Really just continue just to play, like just knowing that we never know when our last game is, so just go out and play every game hard as we can and just get the dub and just continue to flow and just keep playing until the end of the season.
Well, one question I want to ask you before you get out of here. I mean, a lot of people, don't know about Anthony Pritchard and don't know how great of an athlete you are. Do you think you're one of the underrated guys in this class?
I wouldn't say underrated. I know like a lot of people like they know like how good I am. So I wouldn't say underrated. I wouldn't say like less appreciated like for what I do, because it's a lot of stuff that I do on the floor. But I wouldn't say underrated because it's a lot of stuff that I need to get better at as a player and as point guard, and just continue to get better at what people say my flaws are.
Well, I mean, I like that mentality. It seems like you got a good head on your shoulders and you're ready to dominate this season. Is there anything that you and your team need to improve on for the rest of the season to make sure you reach that goal of getting that gold ball?
Yes, sir. It starts at practice. Our practices have to be a lot more intense and just everybody just coming in, giving 110%. And then on the court, just playing together. Like when we play together, unstoppable. So just continue to play together and just focus on the main reason we're playing. And I feel like the goal will be accomplished.
Well, good luck with those goals, man. And I look forward to seeing what you can do this season. And good luck to you and your team as you try to go for that gold ball.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anthony Pritchard can shoot it from downtown and he can take it to the rack. He's got handles and he can distribute the ball to his teammates. Let's see. He can deal, he can handle, and he can score. Sounds like Webster and Tennessee Tech have a good player on their hands. Sounds like the real deal to me.
3 seconds, 2 seconds at the buzzer on the way. That's good.
Check YurView.com/OK every day for highlights like these and replays of Ford Game of the Week. And remember, only the best in Oklahoma make it to Ford High School Weekend. So thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm Deon Amade.